Morning. Yeah, so really did enjoy doing last week's vlog. I actually haven't been to the sundial in like years, literally. So it was great to actually return to my place of sanctuary, although I don't know if that's the right word. And I think it taught me two things, not the actual route that I took, but the whole process of editing it all. It taught me a couple of things. First of all is the way that I talk. I had no idea, literally, just how many ums and ahs I use when I'm trying to say something. It is just ridiculous. I mean, I know I sometimes use filler sounds when I'm talking, when I can't really think of the right words to say. So I go, you know, and it's just... I'll get it past. Cheers, thank you. That kid had an awesome car. Did you see it? It was brilliant. I want a car like that. Why didn't I have one? So yeah, I had literally no idea how many ums and ahs I was actually saying when I was talking. I mean, you probably heard, because a few of them are left in the video, you might have been listening to it thinking, okay, this guy's a little bit nervous. You have no idea just how many I actually cut out from the video. It was ridiculous, so many. Ah, I know where this is, I think. Right, this is the cycleway, so let's go this way. Warning. Warning for what? I think it also taught me how to listen to my own voice. Just sitting through and constantly watching it backwards and forwards to make it sure it's like, to make sure that it all ran smoothly. I hate the sound of my own voice. It's awful. I don't know if any of you ever get this thing, but it's where the sound of your own voice actually sounds a lot different in your own head to when you actually hear a recording of yourself. It's like you take your voice for granted and you think you know what you sound like, and then someone plays a video where your voice is being recorded and you think, Jesus, I sound like that. This is what people hear when stuff comes out of my mouth, you know? It's St. Peter's. Right. Yeah, you get used to a certain resonance for your voice, the sound of your voice reverberating around your skull. But that's not what people hear. They hear your voice as it vibrates through the air and hits their ears, which is why when you play yourself back, you sound a lot tinnier than what you're actually used to hearing, and you think, God, that's awful. And so I used to, well, I still do, hate the sound of having to listen to recordings of myself. One particular problem is my girlfriend lives 15 miles away. We see each other once or twice a week at best, which is unfortunate, but we have Skype, so we use Skype a lot to you know, video conferencing calls, and she's got this really shitty laptop. It's I think it used to be a lot better, but she's had it for 4 or 5 years now, and it's all plasticky and, you know, or actually I think it's a HP, which is not too bad. But one of the other problems that it has is that because it's a laptop, the microphone and the speaker are all in the same case, and that's a problem for me because I talk and the sound goes through the computer, through Skype, comes out of her speakers, straight back into the microphone and back to my end. which is when you sometimes, you know, when you get that little echo and you can hear yourself on another person's Skype call, and I hate that. And it used to drive me nuts, insane before I got used to it. I'd start speaking, then I'd hear myself 2 seconds later and I'd be like, switch that awful thing off. But doing the vlog, I think I've gotten a lot more comfortable with my voice as it sounds to other people, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be good because I'll be getting more used to the sound of my voice, and it'll probably be, that's fucking awful, that. A bit of a confidence booster for myself. But I hope it doesn't go too far. I don't want to turn into the sort of person who loves the sound of his own voice, because I think that would be quite bad. Whoa. What's that red sign say? No cycling, probably. Not the National Cycle Network. But it is a cycle route. Shields Road, Byker Metro. Newcastle. I have an idea. Now that's the sort of graffiti I like. Oh wow. I'm hoping this is going to take me to Byker Bridge. Albion Row. No idea where that is either. That's clever. Nice. Oh. Oh, what'd you know? Very observant of you. Dumbass. Fuck! Just got smacked in the lips by a fly. Kamikaze fly. God, it was huge. It felt like a bee. In fact, it could have been. I don't know. Yeah, slow down, come on. See, that's fucked up my gears now. That's actually another good reason for taking out, or sorry, for watching what I'm saying and thinking about the words before I say them, so that I don't end up with brief periods where I'm thinking about the words that I should be saying, is that the amount of ums and ahs that I had accounted for about 4-5 minutes worth of the overall footage, which was ridiculous. And then on top of that, where did I go? The first day I went up and down the wagon ways, and then the next day I went all the way up to the sundial, and I went along Route 72 towards that big oil rig. That's what it is now, actually. It's an oil rig. I'll go there on my way back. So by the time I took all of the sections out that I wanted in the vlog, I had about 30, perhaps 40 minutes of footage, which was ridiculous. That's like a documentary, and I don't do documentaries. So I learned a lot about the editing process and how I can make my life a lot harder if I don't think about what I'm going to say before I say it. And then I end up filling in these periods with all of these ums and sounds because I don't know what I'm going to say next. And it means that I then have to spend more time later picking it all out, which is not good. Ding ding. Nope. Morning. Or is it afternoon? It's afternoon. I know the cycle path's over there, but I want to see if I can get up close to that construction work, and I need to be on this side. Ha! Foiled. It's hard to tell what they're doing to it. There we go. The whole thing was actually on its side, but when they finished it, the wider bit, that's the base, that'll be on the bottom, and that'll be submerged on the seabed, and there'll be an observation deck on the top. That is, of course, if they're taking it, or they're actually building it up. They could actually be dismantling it. I don't know. There was no one there to ask. Whoa.
Hey, hang in. Rex.
Sorry, I was going a bit fast there.
Hey, Rex.
Jeez.
Wait.
That might have been my speed. I must have terrified that poor dog. I usually slow down as well.